Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the Bad League Bad Pods show. I'm Zach Fuller. I'm here with Ben Dunn. Ben, how you doing?
I'm doing well, man. How are you?
I'm living the dream. We just had the throwback race. I was running the Bucky's Monte Carlo in the theme of the Nesquik car
Yeah,
from
that was
2002, I think, or 2001. I don't know.
very good.
Yeah, Jack did a great job on that one.
Yeah, I didn't even notice at first when I saw it that it did not say Nesquik.
Yeah, it was, and on the front of the Nesquik car, on the hood, it has like the bunny, but it was the Bucky's, the beaver.
I gotta
Yeah, a
go back
lot
and
of
look at that. I
detail.
didn't catch that.
A lot of detail. Good
I'm
stuff.
sure there's some good pictures.
We didn't even talk about it, but we probably should throw it in here at the end of the show, ranking the throwback cars, because he got some good
Oh,
pictures. So
I'll
maybe
have
we
to.
can do
I'll
that
have
at
to.
the
All
end.
right, we'll use the show to think about it. Kind
Yeah,
of, keep it in the
exactly.
back of your mind.
But yeah, Darlington.
Well,
Yeah, I don't know. It was kind of a weird Darlington race, I think.
yeah.
We had an update to the car. My race was pretty boring, so I'll let you talk about yours first.
I mean, mine was. It was just. I don't know. It was a long night because of an early penalty. I started off on the early run. Felt like I held with the top 5 cars. I was in like 6th. Had a big gap to the guys behind me. Apparently, I was just absolutely just nuking the tires,
Mm.
and everybody caught up to me by like the 30-ish range. And then like right when I try to I'm coming off the corner, I'm trying to like get behind Christian because I'm gonna try and be sneaky and pit. I hit the wall, wheel damage. Come to pit lane, speed on pit lane.
Oh no.
And then when I got into the pits, I saw that my right front was like at 35%. So like something was just wrong with me in the beginning of the race. Didn't go very well, but after the penalty, I just went out and kind of ran some laps around and had a good time. Tried to fight for some lucky dogs and get as high as I could. Finishing 12th, 2 laps down, it sucked. So, but hey, that's what happens, man. I was pushing it, trying to be fast on pit road. I was in a tight race with Christian, and I just pushed it a little too much. Sometimes you go down and you get the little 46 flashes for a second. But yeah, I got caught. 40-second hold right after your 4 tires. Not even like a drive. I didn't even have time to like get it out of there and take a drive through. Which is I
Just
think
made
I
you
believe
serve
the
it right
rule.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, because we technically are green flag. But yeah, I started right there, and I wasn't just gonna like clear it and get out of there.
Right.
So yeah, just like you said, a weird night. I don't know. There's something I got to do learning how to drive it at nighttime because for some reason in the daytime I can drive so much better at this track, and I just don't know what I'm doing at night. Has me a little slow. I felt like I could have had a good race if I didn't take the penalty, but we'll never know.
You qualified 5th, which is a great effort. I feel like qualifying is usually kind of your
yeah
kryptonite a little bit, but it was a
yeah
good effort
I
there
agree, and I've been qualifying a little well, like a lot better
in this car.
this
Yeah.
season, I think, than like any other season. So we're gonna keep the train rolling with that.
Yeah.
See what happens.
My race, I started second due to a savage 0.003 of a second gap between me and Jack for the pole position. Savage 0.003, but he actually was saying he messed up his lap and he was going to be like 0.2 faster. So, but if you ignore that, I was really close. So, which I believe him because he was super fast all night. So started in second, kind of held second for a while, and I was kind of thinking about the strategy. 125 laps, you could kind of split it into thirds if you wanted. But I realized quickly how important track position was because the people behind me, Owen and Dylan, I felt like they were faster, but they just couldn't get around me because of how the dirty air was. And so I figured I'll pit on lap 30 and try to jump Jack because he had built up a pretty big gap, and I did end up jumping him, but got caught behind Cody and Roten, who were racing for position. And again, it's like it's kind of like the next gen in real life. That's how it was last night. Is like you can't even pass a lap car if you're on like
I think I was right there with you guys at
maybe
that part of the race. I believe I was on newer tires too, and I was
yeah
trying to like get through, and it was. I mean, it was it was nerve wracking, but yeah, I do remember. I think uh, watching that Cody and Roten battle for position
yeah
on old tires, and it was you and me, and I think Jack was behind me. It was either Jack or Jared. One of those. There's a blue thing in my mirror,
yeah
and I was trying not to like get involved, but like I had better tires, but like so it was. I remember a sticky little situation.
yeah. It was quite scary for me to be behind Roten and Cody for that long because they were going side by side into a lot of corners and to their
Yeah, looked
credit
like some good
they kept
racing.
it together. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a good race, but I was just waiting for it to blow up right in front of me, but it didn't. Until I kind of got, I was right behind Roten for most of it, and for a while there, he was on newer tires, so he passed me, and then his tires wore off, and then he was just trying to stay in front of me because I was kind of like I was effectively the leader at that point until Jack passed me, and so Jack passed both of us, so I was in second, and Roten still trying to stay in front of me, and he got loose kind of in between one and two, and um, exiting two, he was still loose, and I just couldn't get it checked up, and kind of ran into the back of him, and that was the only caution. Spun him out, which I felt like, I mean, at that point when you're a lap down, like probably should just let the guy go because that's what can happen. Like I obviously wasn't trying to spin him out or anything, but um, if you're like a slower car and there's a lead lap car behind you, that can end in an incident, and it did
Yeah.
on the other day. So um, yeah, it didn't work out for Roten, but that was a caution to kind of reset the race, only caution of the night. And then so I restarted in second. Jack was it was right on the fuel window, which was really cool, set up for a cool strategy at the end. Some guys thought they couldn't make it. Um,
And
the
people
top
pit
four,
like way early.
yeah,
Like
a
that
lot of them
was
pit
that
really
was pretty
early.
cool. Yeah, that was cool.
Which I was really surprised about. I think Jack and Dylan were too. The top four all stayed out, and everybody else pitted. So it was it was definitely split strategy. It was I finished the race I think with .8 laps of fuel. So and I wasn't really saving that much. Jack was saving a ton. He finished with 2 laps, and he ends up finishing almost 10 seconds in front of everybody. So like I said, he was just a
Yeah,
rocket ship. But
it was
um,
insane.
held second for a while there. Dylan got up there and passed me, and then again, coincidentally, it was Roten who he got stuck behind, um, and he just burned up his tires, and I ended up getting past him with like 10 to go or something like that. So finished in second, right where I started. Two straight second place finishes, and I won the week before that. So it's not been a terrible run here, but yeah, kind of a weird race with the
Yeah,
the amount of
it was
track position games it was, but
it was
Jack
weird.
was pretty much unbeatable. I think unless I
Oh, I
was
mean,
able to
this
make
was
that
like
that strategy work and just kind of hold him off and dirty the air, but that was even going to be tough. So
this felt like the race we just had at Darlington in real life. Like this
yeah,
felt
yeah, pretty much.
exactly that kind of performance. A lot of long runs and people jostling all over the place. I feel like I'm like Christopher Bell, and I got 2 laps down because of penalty. Like, so.
Yeah, pretty much.
but but yeah, I mean, I think weird is a good word for it. It was just kind of weird. I mean, it was fun. Don't get me wrong. Like that track's always a blast. Like it's
Yeah,
still one of my favorites. Doesn't change anything about it for me. But it was weird. It was weird with the new update. Like we all didn't have much experience with that. Like that was
oh yeah, the UI
a
thing
little hiccup. So
that's going to take
the
some getting
UI,
used to.
everyone's got to reset the UI. Like I think Dylan said it, and I like, completely agree with him. He's like, yo, he's like, I just feel like uncomfortable, like, because I don't know this stuff from where it is yet, like,
Yeah,
and I kind of felt that at first and had to, take care of that in practice and get over that. But yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, and I
all in
mean
all.
Darlington is always. I mean, it's difficult to pass there. It's a very narrow racetrack, but um, I mean,
It's
in this configuration we had the other night was super hard. I mean, like usually in like I can think back to the Xfinity car, like I could definitely pass lap cars. But last night I could not if we were on any sort of similar tires. If you had like a solid tire offset, then you could pass people, but that was really all it was all that allowed you to do that. But yeah, like you said, it's still a great racetrack. Um, it was round one of the bracket challenge. Do we want to go over the matchups?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's take a look here at what we went through in the first round. So we had pretty much chalk, right? Was that what you'd say? Like, I mean,
Yeah, I
it's
think the only upset we had was Christian over Donnelly. Um,
oh, you're right. No, Christian's 9. Oh yeah, you're right.
yeah,
Okay, hold on.
yeah. So that was the only upset we had. Which maybe I should have saw coming. I texted you this earlier, but Darlington is one of Christian's better tracks. He ends up
Yeah,
finishing seventh a lap down, but still, I mean, it's he's had a few second place finishes here, a few top fives.
yeah.
So we maybe
It
should have saw that one coming. That was one of the closest matchups, honestly, going in.
it it like it sounds like it was a lot of fun. Those guys, like I think they've raced each other like the entire race,
Yeah,
and like they were uh like side by side battling, and they wind up finishing, seventh and ninth, but
yeah,
still, like, it sounded like they had a good time and were at least getting to race each other, which is pretty cool.
yeah. Obviously the 8-9 matchup in any tournament is gonna be tight, but that one specifically was. The other one that was really close was Dylan and Judd, only separated by
Yeah.
6 seconds there. But Dylan comes out on top. Judd
Yeah,
seated
Dylan
in 15th, which is not really accurate, but it is for the points.
Judd had some real tire save going on, and he came on, like, really quick at the ends,
Yeah,
of the runs, and, like, he gained a shit ton on me on the first run, late in the run. He came from forever back and got to me very quick, so, like, he was kinda doing that same thing again, treating the tires well, and at one point, Dylan's like, "Yo, Judd might get to me." Like
yeah,
he had a legitimate thought that like, "Oh man, like he could." And I mean, Judd, if this is a 10 lap longer race, there's a chance that he does get to him, right?
yeah,
So, just pretty cool to see the two different strategies play out. Dylan's strategy, got his tires, stayed up front, ran well up there. Judd just kind of sat on the tires, got him, broken in nicely, and then had great long run speed. So like that one did, wind up being 6 seconds. I actually didn't even know it was six till you just said that.
yeah,
I thought it was a little further than that. That's pretty cool.
yeah. I was actually wondering why Dylan sounded so panicked when he was talking about Judd catching him, but I guess it was because of the bracket.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
Yeah.
otherwise it just would have been a third or fourth place. But he was like, "Dude, Judd might get like." He sounded
Yeah.
very nervous about it.
Yeah, I mean, he came from like really far back and closed that gap quick. Cause I mean, that's what I noticed is like the guys who did save the tires last night, like when the guys who were running, quicker laps fall off,
Hmm.
that fall off is like immediate, dude.
Yeah,
Like it was just you fell off a cliff, like and then you didn't really notice it in the car the way it drove, but like your lap times you noticed it because you were just having to get the car slowed down so much to even make the corners. I was really struggling in turns 3 and 4.
yeah,
Um,
that's hard.
I thought like I had a pretty good line, like diamonding it, but then like I'd see other guys who were kind of splitting the seam and running the high side out, and then I'm trying to do that, and I get into the wall, and like, I mean, I may have set the record last night, prior to my pit road penalty. I may have set the record for most 0x's before recording a 2x in iRacing history. I'll put it out there. I'll have to go somehow figure that out, but I may have done it.
Seems like
It
a
may
hard
be like
stat
in
to research, but we'll take your word
Yeah,
for
you're
it, I
right.
think.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make it up that I
Okay. The other one that it's 12th and 13th, but Travis ended up 4 laps down. You finished 2 laps down, but that was, I mean,
Yeah.
separated by one position there. So, and both
I
y'all had
was
quite a bit of problems, I think.
Yeah,
So
I mean, look, I was sweating there for a minute because I think I talked it into existence last week, and I was like, "Look, I could, have problems, and all Travis has to do is, just stay constant and on the track and let me just make mistakes," and I just about did it. So, I mean, I'm happy to move on, but yeah, I was sweating it for a little bit there. I got to definitely clean some shit up. I've had a sloppy couple weeks now. I got to go on to the next round and try to advance.
yeah. Other than that, I mean, pretty much I think what we expected. I got a bye week, which was nice.
Yeah. You
Unfortunately,
we had a couple bye weeks that happened.
yeah. Actually, the two
Let's
bye
see.
weeks are facing each other.
Yeah, Jared and yourself,
I
and
think those are the
then
only ones.
Combs gets a bye week.
Oh, that's right. Bender didn't show up.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And then that
Okay.
was it. I thought I saw him in practice or something like that,
He
but
did. He did practice. And he was on the
okay.
entry list. So I don't know what happened. If there was an internet issue or what, but he did not start the race. So um, we'll have to see what happened there. But because he was in practice, so we kind of got robbed of the Brandon matchup, which
I know
was
the
a
Battle of the
great
Brandons.
story.
We hyped it up, dude. We had a name
Yeah.
and everything.
But yeah. Did any of our prop bets cash from round one?
That's a good question. Let me scroll back up here and see if I can just find those real quick. They're not far.
Yeah. The 116 matchup after a tumultuous emotional journey for Cody to see whether or not he was going to get in the tournament ends as soon as it started. Unfortunately for the 22 team, he came
Oh,
home 11th, 2 laps down to the eventual winner of the race, Jack. And then Roten versus Owen. Roten actually had a pretty good run. He ends up 2 laps down, but to finish 10th there, and I think other than the incident he and I had, he had a really clean day. So
I believe
um,
he said himself, like when the race is over, he was like, "Man, like he's like me finishing 10th, 2 laps. He's like that just feels like an incredible drive for me.
yeah,
Like he just, I guess, he just felt like he did a great job of like just putting a race together. It didn't matter where you finished or how, just like the way that he put that race together. I
yeah,
think is what he was probably the most proud of. Which it seemed. I mean, it seemed that way. He had some wild tire strategy. I felt like every time I caught him, he was on old tires, and then he would pass me like 3 times, and I'm like,
yeah,
"What's going on?" Like,
yeah.
it's
The 10th
is
place 2 laps down doesn't really tell the whole story, but he could have
yeah,
easily been, last. Um,
yeah.
so
It was wild, with all the people taking all the different strategies that we didn't have a road caution catch anybody a lap
yeah,
down because I mean, there was a time where we were all pitting in such different intervals that like it would have been crazy because there were guys who pit early and then guys who kind of wanted to push it a little longer and go as long as they could before they took the second set. Um, and yeah, like it would have been kind of wild if we had a caution in the middle of that really switched some things up. So we were one caution away from, I think, possible completely different race. It was
yeah,
good
agreed.
though. I mean, I love a good green flag run. I honestly thought we were going to go all green after a while. I think after the first round of pit stops, especially because I was just like, you know, all upset that I just got a penalty. I'm like, we're gonna run this whole race,
Yeah,
just completely green. I just know it. This will be the one. Like, and we
Darlington
basically
has
did.
been historically like a really good track for us staying green. Other than season 11, I think it's usually been a one or two caution race. Season 11 was
Yeah,
with the trucks, and it was all on top of each other, and that one kind of got out of hand. But other than that, um, it has been a good one for us. And this was, I think, now
I
that
think
we
everyone,
don't have the
you
race
know,
control cautions, we're getting a lot more old fashioned long run CRS racing, which I'm a big fan of. So
yeah, yeah. I'm a big fan of that as well. I love the good challenge of that. Like I thoroughly enjoy the challenge of trying to be the quickest into the pits, into your stall and
yeah,
out. Like that aspect being added to the race, I think is really cool. The thought of even if you don't even think of strategy like crazy deep, like the overcut, undercut, thought of that.
yeah,
That's just it's a whole different little thing that's worked in. So I love the green flag runs for that. So I hope we keep it up, and we'll see what happens at Iowa short
yeah,
track. you know. But as we head into Iowa, we are also headed into round two of our bracket challenge here.
Oh,
So
did
what
you
we'll
pull up
do is
the prop
let's.
bets
Oh yeah. Oh. Hold
for
up. You're right.
round one?
All right. So the first one that would have had to hit would have been pretty much chalk, which it did actually hit, which is Drucker Fuller Mays Young to advance at plus 175. Yep,
That one,
that one.
I would have put money on that one. I think
Yeah, me too. The underdog chaos
that
did
was
not,
plus
obviously.
175. That's
Yep. And
Vegas
Christian is
lost some
still the
money on that one.
only chance at the driver to win the entire bracket from outside of the top eight. He's the
Oh,
last hope. Everybody
well,
else is under eight. So um yeah, I'm interested to see what we got set up here. You want to dive in, preview some of these rounds? I got a whole
yes.
sheet ready to talk about each of these matchups. So I think we want to just dive into each one, see what we got.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's talk about I guess we'll just go in order kind of as
Yeah.
it as things are read left to right, top to bottom. The first one is Jack Drucker versus Christian Lushin. Pretty
Nation.
sure it's Lushin. I think we talked about this last week, but I
Okay.
think that's how
Yeah,
he
we did,
pronounces it.
and I think we were just like wrong, like
Well,
both of us. Like so, I think we should just keep trying and just
we'll go with it. I think people
good
know who we're
eventually.
talking about. So
Lockshin.
Lokshin, yeah, Christian Lokshin versus Jack Drucker. They've raced together 26 times.
Mm,
And Jack is the overwhelming favorite here. 22 out of 26 races, Jack has finished ahead
wow.
of Christian. Jack obviously last season kind of came out of nowhere and made us all look dumb, and Christian was not immune to that. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, 4
Yeah, I'm
races for
sure
Christian,
mine was the
22 for
same.
Jack, and yeah, what do you got on this one?
So obviously, uh, Jack is going to be a favorite here as the one seed. He is sitting at a minus 450,
Mm.
while we look over to Christian, who is at a plus 450. Home track. I mean, you said you told me you like the odds of Christian having a chance at his favorite track.
It's
How's he
his
going to
home
do?
track, and it is his 100th start in
Hmm,
CRS. It will be so.
that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, and he has the opportunity to do a huge upset. Um,
Yeah, and that would be kind of like a monumental thing there. Win on your 100th start at your home track
yeah, I mean,
and take down the one seed in the channel. Like just throw
literally,
that on top too. You know what I'm saying?
I think
That's
we would
great.
all like to see that, honestly.
So just a little deeper insight into the book line how we got there. Jack has dominated the head to head, has a better overall consistency this season. Christian would need perfect execution and trouble for Jack to flip the script. This is the heaviest mismatch left on the board.
It
Now
is.
I think that's basically just heavily based off of the number of races, for sure, the 84% swing.
Yeah,
But they I don't see a world where Christian can't do this. So I think that'd be really cool.
yeah, especially
I'd throw,
Iowa.
I'd throw $10 on that.
Yeah, for sure. That's good odds. Plus 450 for Christian. I mean, um,
Yeah.
that's really good odds. Especially when you consider Iowa has kind of been one of our more chaotic tracks, I would say. We've had 7 races there, 7 different winners, and we're gonna kind of preview that after we talk about the matchups. But you never know with the way strategy goes, and we only have 4 sets of tires in the pits, so it could be. And also first race on this new version of Iowa, so it could be quite chaotic and could kind of inspire an upset like this. So we'll see. I'm excited to see where that pans out, especially with the story for Christian. Um, with
Absolutely.
it being its 100 start at his home track, so that's one to look forward to. You got anything else on that one?
No, that's it. I think we
Okay.
covered it.
So the next matchup here is myself versus Jared R. Young. Not to be confused with the
Yes,
regular
of
Jared Young
course.
in our league, which doesn't
I
exist.
got to fix that on the bracket image.
Yes,
I realized my mistake.
yes, that's yeah. I'm sure he'll be quite annoyed with that. But
He hasn't
um,
caught it yet. So shh.
Jared and I have raced each other 34 times in this league. And he's finished ahead 20 of those 34 times. So that's
It's a good
58% of
little
the time.
battle.
Yeah.
You know.
When he was racing a lot in this league, I was kind of in and out, and I think he started out like 8-0 when I was getting these stats together, and
Yeah.
so I made a little bit of a comeback
Oh
over the
yeah.
years, but um, yeah, still favorited for Jared, 58% there. Um, but lately he's kind of come back into this league. He's basically full time again. And he's
Yeah.
really good on ovals.
He sure
But I
is.
feel like over the years everybody else has kind of elevated their level as well. So
Yeah.
um, he's kind of, I think, got a little bit of ground to just kind of catch up to the level that we're at now.
Yeah.
But that being said,
Oh,
I
you
mean,
front guys.
he's
I let him by the other night because I knew he was that much faster than me.
Jared is still very good on the ovals.
Yeah,
He
that's
beat
the
me at Michigan, so
that's the moral of the story right there.
yeah. So I
And
mean,
it's just
anything can
it's
happen.
everything.
What do you
Yeah,
got on
so
this one?
we got this is a good tight line right here. It's a good kind of basically a coin flip just about with a slight edge going to Jared. Jared's at a minus 130. You are the plus 130. Uh I'm sorry. Yeah, no, that's right.
Yeah.
That's I don't know why it says that, but yes, I got it. We're good. We're good. The insight. This is the most even pairing in round two. Jared has a slight head-to-head edge, but Zach tends to hang around in big races and could easily flip the results. Expect a close, strategic duel with live betting potential. So,
Oh
yeah,
yeah, the
I
live
think this is gonna be a
odds.
good matchup. Yeah, well, I don't have that. That was just a sentence that was provided to me. We're gonna,
Jared has won on this track before.
yeah.
Season 5, it was in the Xfinity car. He beat out Ryan Irby and Owen Mays. That was quite a stacked race. 23 drivers. Um,
Wow.
and 7 cautions over 216 laps. So um, yeah, yeah, super good at these types of tracks. So I'm
I think it's gonna be a little
definitely
battle.
gonna
You
have
guys
my
are,
hands full there with this one. So
yeah, that's gonna be fun to watch. I think you guys are gonna have a good match, and then right after that, we have myself
the big one.
and Dylan. Yeah, this
Yes.
is yeah, this is it's gonna be a tough task for me. You know, I'm not too bad at these short tracks, but let's see. Dylan and I have gone together. What 145?
Yeah, this took
Uh,
forever, by the way.
oh, I bet. Yeah, we've raced quite a while, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
145
Um,
races. Dylan's finished ahead 95 of those.
yeah.
You finished ahead
That's
50. So,
Yeah, it's I gotta get that number up, man.
well, again, this is another one where early on in Dylan's career, I think you started off like, I think it was like 12-3 or something. And then
Mhm.
Dylan obviously has gotten a lot better at putting races
Oh
together.
yeah.
So lately he just kind of came on strong. And these past few seasons, you've had terrible luck, it seems. So,
Well, yeah, I mean, some of it I bring on myself. Like this, I mean, again, I sped this past week, so like
right,
my rough races, if it's not that, it's just like getting caught up in something. But it's not, you know, I'm not blaming everything. I make a lot of mistakes too, so you know.
sure,
I'm like right up there in incident points this season, so
that'll happen.
whatever. Yeah, it's okay.
But the
You
odds
know,
here, you're at a plus 180. Dylan's at a minus 180. Um, Pretty tight odds.
yeah, it's a lot tighter than I thought. I mean, it's you know, apparently they don't hate my chances that much. So I just got to go out and do it. I mean, like I said, I feel like it's a little bit of a strength for me. Like I do love a short track. I don't think we've really done um kind of like a true one yet in this
No,
car. So that'll
yeah,
be interesting to see what the hell is going to happen.
yeah. This is basically
I'm sorry, I'm trying to get
the
to the
shortest
there it is.
the shortest track we have on the schedule.
Yeah.
I think it's shorter than Rockingham. So yeah, this is the shortest track. And the shortest track for the rest of the season. The rest of them are really fast tracks. I mean, Chicago, Indy, Charlotte, Texas, Nashville, Dover, Atlanta, Homestead. So all much more faster tracks. But this
Yeah.
one is really short. The insights on this one, Dylan has been the steadier hand historically, winning 2 out of every 3 head-to-head races, but Ben is no pushover. 50 head-to-head wins is proof, but Dylan's edge in consistency and finish rates makes him the deserved favorite. I would agree with that. Like 50 head-to-head
Yeah,
wins, even though it's only 1 out of 3, is like
yeah,
still a significant number. So
yeah. Yeah, when you flip it like that, yeah, that sounds a lot better. You
yeah,
know,
I
yeah.
mean,
Like I said, I think we're both going to be on the hunt to just kind of keep it clean because you know our history at shorter tracks um, is not the greatest, right? So I think it's going to be a lot of focusing on can we keep it clean and just kind of survive, and then I'm interested to see how this track drives. We'll talk about that a little more, but like
yeah.
a little later, but I'm very interested to see how this goes, and maybe I got a shot. Maybe I'll give him a shot and see if I can get him.
You never know. We could have some weird strategy at the end. The last matchup we have here is Owen versus Brandon. This one was really fun to look into
Hmm.
because Brandon obviously started in season 11, and that is kind of where Owen's reign of terror, so to speak, kind of
Yeah.
slowed down. Um,
Yep.
and since then, it's been 20 wins to Owen and 21 for Brandon. So, I mean, basically straight up down the middle. 41
Yeah.
races, 21 of them went to Brandon, so
Wow.
that's technically 51%. Um, really tight
Yeah, so
matchup.
Brandon kind of caught up quick with that, and now they're basically just kind of just go back and forth
Yeah,
every time they race. It seems like.
yeah. They're both previous winners on this track, so they know how to get it done. Um, Brandon actually started out ahead because of that season 11, kind of a bad start for Owen, and
Hmm.
Owen kind of caught up, and he was ahead towards the end, but I think Brandon's had a few better finishes this season, so yeah, super close matchup. This one, I mean, they have Owen as the
I think it's
favorite.
gonna be awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's gonna be awesome. Owen is at the plus 110, and Brandon minus 110 there. So they like
I guess
they
they
like
like the
that they're
overall
practically.
stats of Owen.
Yeah, yeah. So this is the book line takes in everything into account. That's what was confusing me earlier, but I
Yeah,
kind of so yeah, that's taking stats and everything. I fed this thing a bunch of our overall career stats and just told it to make odds based off of our head to heads and overall career. What do you think is going to happen? So yeah, kind of cool. Combs turns out to be the favorite, but just barely. I mean, literally, practically a coin flip. Brandon has the barest of head-to-head edges, but Owen's track record in longer events suggests this could swing either way. It's the closest line of the round and is easily the most unpredictable matchup, which I couldn't agree more.
yeah.
Like that is that's
I almost feel like they
it's
should both be minus odds. Like I feel like in real life, like Vegas
yeah.
would not want anything to do with this. You know,
I yeah, I kind of think you're right with that. They would just it's
I
just
mean, they
straight.
they just wouldn't want any action on this. Like we could we could literally see Owen and Brandon finish 1-2, like battling for the win. Um,
Yeah, I wouldn't even be surprised.
and if that is the case, dude, if you're in second and you're trying to advance in the bracket, I mean, at a short track,
The
maybe
bracket.
shove a nose in there.
Maybe just maybe.
Maybe
Maybe.
something you wouldn't normally do, but
Just
um,
yeah, you know.
trying to win this first bracket. I mean, we
Hopefully
didn't.
not let's not get too crazy out there.
Hopefully not, but
Everybody. PSA.
I mean, I
It is
think we
just
didn't see a whole lot of it yesterday or on Tuesday because
no, it
I
was,
mean it's Darlington. I think you're more focused on trying to keep this car out of the wall more than anything. But
yeah.
Iowa's going to be. It's everybody's going to be on top of each other, and the way this new configuration is they have there is going to be interesting. So
Yeah, new kind of aero stuff and just new kind of car for everyone at this track for the first time we've taken anything kind of like this there in a long time. So new new Gen 4, a lot of power, and then the the track layout that is new to everybody, pretty much.
Yeah.
I can say I haven't done any laps there since they updated it.
Yeah, I did an official race there, but it was before they updated the Gen 4, obviously. So, um, I will say it is like real life in the fact of the top lane is unusable. So,
Mm,
it's going to be right around the
yeah.
bottom, which will be interesting. I think we haven't really had a race like that in a pretty long time, like
I mean,
period.
that's what this car's all about too, right? Like
Right.
that's
Uh,
what we're used to with this thing. So,
So the prop plays that they have here is more based on, from what I can tell, the head-to-head matchups.
it looks like it.
Yeah,
Yep.
so the favorites parlay they have is Jack, Jared, Dylan, and Brandon at -15.
Yeah, I think that's probably based on this season. Yeah.
Right. And
Yep.
then underdog long shot, Christian, Zach, Ben, Owen plus 2,000. I feel like you got to throw something on that.
I mean, that's a good little lineup of it's a good little lineup before that. That's a good little 4v4 right there. Those two parlays.
Personally, for my own sake, I hope you and Owen both don't advance because that will take me forever to do the head-to-heads.
Yeah.
Because y'all two have
Oh my
probably faced
god.
each other
Could you
more than
imagine?
anybody else. So, um, yeah, for my own sake, I hope that doesn't happen. But it would be exciting. That's like a battle of the old heads.
Well, look, if you win, you get to go up against Jack, or you get Jared against Jack. You have very minimal research on the left side of this
Yeah,
bracket.
definitely.
So you so I hope you do get Owen versus me, just because of
Yeah,
that. Because I don't want you to get Combs versus me, which makes the research pretty easy, or Combs versus
right.
Dylan. I need to put you to work.
Yeah. I mean, even if it's Dylan versus Owen, that's a lot of
That's
matchups
a
as
good
well.
bit. Yeah,
That's
that's a good bit.
probably more than, I don't know. It's probably about the same as you and Dylan. So
How are you doing this? Like with I envision you with like a pencil and like a tally, like on paper for like one for
it's
Dylan, one for
basically that. I have a notepad up on my computer, and I look at the matchup, and whoever has the least amount of starts altogether, I
Mhm.
open up all of their races on my second screen, and I just click through and see, like, okay,
Got it.
this race that person won for that person, and then
Got it.
exit out. And yeah, it takes a while, but um, I feel like
I tried, man. I thought ChatGPT could have helped me today. Could have. I fed it like a ton of links from the website and was like, hey, get these head to heads, but unfortunately
I
not.
think you'd probably have to feed it each individual race result, which at that point
Yeah.
is like you may
Yeah.
as well just do what I'm
Like
doing.
exactly. Like yeah. I
So
Hey man, you're smarter than AI. Just think of it that way.
yeah, for now,
You figured it out.
for now,
It could not. So,
yeah.
just
Um,
keep that in your mind. So let's talk a little more Iowa. Like what do you think let me bring up the weather and everything. I think we're racing in the daytime, I believe. I don't think
I hope
on the
so.
schedule it says yeah, this just says Iowa Oval on SimRacer Hub, so I'm just going to make sure that that's accurate. But I believe it is a daytime race. We've always raced here in the daytime.
Hmm.
It gets nice and hot in Iowa, and the track gets nice and slippery, which we all love that, especially at a track like that where it's short track, but not like uh, you know
It's
really
a
really
fast
short track,
short
not a
track.
half mile or yeah, I mean
Yeah,
nothing crazy like that. Very very kind of like Richmond almost.
yeah, a lot like Richmond.
Is kind of what I equate it to. So we're gonna start practice at 12 o'clock, which makes me think that the race probably is gonna start around 3 p.m. In
It
the
says 2
afternoon.
p.m. for the race here. I got it.
Okay, perfect. 2 p.m. Yep. So 72 degrees and partly cloudy. The cloud covers like 23 to 49%. So we get a little bit of some clouds in the sky. Very, very humid and windy, which is kind of a crazy little
Mm.
alternative to the, a little plot twist there, a little curveball, which I don't think it's going to get any less. Let me dive into this here. Let's see. It doesn't look like it's going to really get a whole lot less. We're going to lose some cloud cover as the race goes on, and that's about it. So it should still be a nice little, sunny race, and hopefully the track gets nice and warm. 72 is a little cool, but it's nice and cool up in Iowa right now. It's almost the fall.
Yeah, and we're gonna have the track usage carry over from practice and then reset to 20% for the race. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah,
Um,
I got the overnight storm looks like.
yeah, and that actually, I think that will affect it a lot because of the nature of this new repave. Like we're gonna be running two, maybe 2.5 lanes, and that's about it. So, um,
Well, and think too, you're going to be running at the end of practice. You're going to be running on a much more worn in track because in those short tracks like that, when people are turning a lot more laps, like we are just wearing the track in a
yeah,
lot in practice, and so you're going to be feeling that track, uh, you know, with all that wear on it, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're not going to have any of that. So,
yeah.
um, you know,
So you'd think probably the
you
fastest
got to
lap will come
qualify on the old
early.
track too. You
Yeah, that'll be good, right? Because you can do your quali sim at the end of practice on the same
yeah.
track as qualifying. But then the race will be a whole lot different than qualifying. So nice little wrinkle. It looks like we have the same thing for next week as well at Chicagoland. So
100 and 150 laps, pretty good little distance here. I'm trying to look back right now and just see the history of our races. So with the longest that we have done, we did 215 lap race twice, which is
yeah,
crazy. Um, but we we did the first two races we did there were 215 laps. Then we did another 200 lapper there in season 6, and then the numbers have kind of come down ever since to the
yeah,
150 range. I think that's more appropriate. I like having our races kind of end around the same time, and
yeah. I was thinking about
track
this
like
the
this,
other
your feet
day.
hurt.
I was thinking about this the other day. Like I would love if we had like longer races, but thinking about like you guys on East Coast time, like
hmm
the races are ending at like 9:30, 10
10 o'clock.
o'clock my
10
time.
o'clock is about what happens.
Yeah,
Yeah, and so if it's any at 11 for us, like
that's rough. Yeah, that's
that is rough.
that's tough. So, um, yeah, I think 150 laps is pretty good. I would assume that'll be. I mean, it's probably not going to go green, but if it did, that would probably
Yeah.
be a one stop. I would think.
It's gonna be cool to see what the tires kind of do there because not only do we have a completely new surface, we have to just see how the tires wear
Yeah,
and learn all that. And like if this thing is just like eating tires up, it could s- throw some different strategies out there for some people to try, which I think would be kind of cool to see if we do stay green that people kind of just like last week, like strategies are just kind of all over the place. It mixes it up. So I think there's a lot of potential for that. We average 8 cautions per race here, so we've had some rough goes. But we've also had season 11 was a race where we had 4 cautions. That's it.
yeah, that really
Season
seems like we had more in that race, but I guess
Yeah,
we
season
didn't.
6 only 6. Not bad, right? So
Yeah,
we have our 13 and our 11. Season 7 we had 11. Season 10 we had 13. So like we've had our share of like sloppy races there, but
season 7 with 11 cautions. There were only 8 cars in that race,
that's
and there
crazy
were 11
actually.
cautions. I mean, I know it was the next gen, but
Donnie
that's
led 120 laps.
yeah. Wow, Austin only
We got to
led
do just like a
13.
season 7 recap, I think.
Yeah, I think it was
We got to make a
wild.
special episode and just talk about season 7 because it does seem like it. Every time we look back at something that says season 7 on it, like it's just like, what the hell happened?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, first season with the next gen.
right?
I only won one race that year. That was the Coda race. I could not figure this thing out on the ovals though. I mean, not until not until the next season, I guess.
Yeah,
But even still,
I
the
had a
only
good little
oval I
time.
really felt good at was like Indy. So and that's not really the same.
I had a good
Um,
little time with it at just because this was also at the time that was at the time I'm like running NISs
yeah.
often like every Sunday, right, when we had a crew that kind of hopped on and
Hmm.
did that. I would love to start doing that again. You know,
Yeah.
putting that out there, just putting that out there.
If we ran the next gen car, I would probably do that. But
Yeah, it's
I try to
it's
stay
NIS.
out of the next gen car so I don't pick up any bad habits
It was the yeah. It's I don't
because
know,
it's
man.
so
It's
different.
come a long way. It's a good time, but yeah, this thing that we have here, man. I don't like. I really don't think this is like. I don't think we've taken anything like this here. Like the Xfinity car is obviously probably the closest, but I don't think it's that close. This thing's gonna be completely different. This should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, this is literally
A
it's like a new
handful.
track though. Like it is not anything like the old Iowa. Like the old Iowa, you could make any line you wanted to work if you wanted to. Like you could run the
Yeah.
bottom, you could run the middle, you could run the top. Like the top in 1 and 2 was kind of like it depended on the conditions whether or not that was going to work or like where you were in the run. But like in the Xfinity car, I pretty much ran the top in both ends of the racetrack. But you will not be able to do that next week. Like the top lane is completely useless now that they have that new pavement there. So um, it should be really interesting. I'm looking
I think I
forward
do
to
need
it.
to hop on, get some practice in. Good lord.
Yeah, I mean
'Cause I liked
it's
old Iowa a lot, so I mean, I'm hoping I can still just figure this out and like it. But
yeah, I really
yeah,
like the way it used to be because of those options, right? Like the top lane was so fun to run in 3 and 4, and
yeah.
yeah, it's pretty much gone. So it's different, but it's not super difficult. I do think with all of us having to be down there, I think it does kind of lend itself to a higher caution race, especially depending on just how many people show up and stuff like that. But um,
Yeah.
yeah, hopefully it's not too crazy. Or maybe hopefully it is because we'll have more stuff to talk about and the bracket will get shaken up because that would be it'd be really cool if we got
Yeah, we don't want chalk, man.
yeah.
Let's get the upsets going.
I mean, we do have the opportunity here to have Jack, Dylan, Zach, and Owen, who I mean, us four have kind of been
Yeah.
like the dominant drivers over the past like 20 races. So let's
Yeah, that would be
hopefully
like
that doesn't
that's like
happen.
worst nightmare. Yeah, that sounds terrible because it's just like then it's
Yeah,
just like a normal race.
pretty much. Yeah. So
Well, you and I have some work to do because we are underdogs technically, so it's
yeah,
okay.
on the head-to-heads for sure. Um,
So
yeah. What
we'll get
else
it
do we
done.
got? We want to look at some points.
Yeah, let's dive into the points real quick. Give it
So
all.
7 races, four of them count so far. Jack Drucker's leading with 134 over Dylan. They each have 2 wins. Dylan's got 120 points. So Jack is pretty much his 4 races that are counting are 2 wins and 2 second places. So
Yeah.
um, I mean, just great start to the season for him. Slower than last season. At this point last season, he had 3 wins, only 2 this time. So I think everybody's kind of improving a little bit. Myself I'm 1 point behind Dylan with 119. Owen is 4 points behind me with 115, and then Jared Young, um, in fifth with 104. I'm still so curious to see how he does this season if he does end up racing all of the
Hmm.
remaining races. He has 3 zeros in the drop column because he missed those first 3, but if he can keep putting good races together, looks like he hasn't finished outside the top 5 since he's been back. So
Yeah.
four top 5 finishes is really good for Jared. And then the next kind of group we got. Well, really, it's just you and Brandon Combs.
Dude,
They're in 6 and 7.
Donald, we didn't even move. Like that's the funny part. Like we didn't like really like the gap last week. I forgot what it was, but it was about the same because this was just a drop week for both of us.
Yeah, right.
And so like we were both the guys that sped on pit road, and we both uh we both made our drop weeks our finish. Obviously I
Actually,
had
yeah, all
much
3 of
less
you,
than him.
Brandon
So,
as well. His was a
but
drop.
yeah, so yeah, so I'm 17 points behind him. See if I can start gaining some ground. I was definitely much closer, but yeah, you know, I got to get some good finishes. My last 2 races have been kind of shit, so it's time. Donnelly's
Yeah,
right behind me though. Shocker, Donnelly and I are going to be racing each other.
yeah, probably. Pretty good start to the
And
season for you though to be up there in 7th, considering
yeah,
the last 2
it's
seasons did not
yeah,
go
it
very well.
feels good. Kind of just in a little bit of a lull, but we'll get back on top there. And because now I look back behind myself down to the next group there, which is it was Donnelly, Christian, Judd. Those guys are now chasing me, right? They're all going to be charging
Yeah,
up the standings throughout the season. So not only am I going to be trying to be better than Brandon as much as I can, or just right with him, whatever. Like hope he makes a mistake, something like that. But I got to worry about these other guys. Donnelly, I've been racing them all season. Christian and Judd both have. I've raced them as well during the season multiple times. So it's again, I'm just kind of in the situation where I'm right in the middle there with the people that I see on the track all the time, and it's I kind of like it. It's pretty fun. Some good
Yeah, the
races.
one thing you and Donnelly have going for you is your highest drop at the moment is a 12.
Yeah.
Christian and
Oh,
Judd have a
mine
6
actually, I
and a
just took a
2.
6. Oh, my highest. I'm sorry. Never mind. No, no, no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
never mind.
your
Ignore me.
highest the highest score that doesn't count. So
I'm hungry.
if you score less than a 12, then you'll add 12 to your score basically.
Okay.
And we didn't
Yeah.
even really mention it earlier on, but Judd finishes um yeah, he finished 4th, so his first top 5 of the season. He's finally maybe putting together some momentum here.
Yeah, I think
Um
that was big for him.
yeah,
That was
he
a big.
jumps a lot in the standings. He's tied for 10th right now in the drop week standings, so um great result for Judd. Hopefully he can continue to go up the standings. I mean, I'm sure he will, but again, the he's got 2 scores of 2 and a 0 for his drops, so he's he doesn't have a lot of wiggle room there,
I was pulling for
unfortunately.
him, man. I wanted to face him in the next round and not you know, not Dylan.
That would have been an annoyingly high number of starts to get either way. So
Yeah,
um,
but I definitely like thought that I was like, man, like I know that it was only because I know I've raced him at Iowa in the past a lot and
yeah,
kind of been there and we've kind of gone back and forth. So like I like my chances there. Whereas just like I take Dylan to any short track on a tire strategy and I'm just cooked. So like I said, gonna do my best. We're good. I got it. I got it. But yeah, Judd, I mean, a huge bounce back. You look at his last 3 races: 2 points scored, 8 points scored, and then 23. So that's a
yeah,
huge pickup for him.
huge jump.
Um, now his two of his you know highest finishes that are counting are big time points. He's got two that aren't so great. He'll start to kind of fill in the gap there, and get some better runs, and I think he'll charge right up that leaderboard there. It's going to be fun to watch that 7th to 10th battle. I think that's going to be pretty much something to look at every single week um, on the track. And Travis is tied with Judd. So Travis can even creep into this battle as well and just start working with these guys to get up the battle, up the leaderboard. Bender comes back. BC's right there. So it's kind of wild how this whole second half of the standings are right now.
Yeah, and another person to throw in there, like Austin, he missed a couple of races, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's in 18th with 28 points. Like that, to me, does not really accurately represent how good he is.
Yep.
Um, he
I
should
think one
definitely be
top
higher up.
five vaults him right up into the mix. Like,
Yeah,
just one
basically
solid top
Judd,
five
how
somewhere,
Judd
which
was.
which he can do. We know that. Top five, he can easily get himself into a situation where he's got a chance and he goes and makes it happen late in the race. That's kind of, you know, something that I've seen from Austin quite often is his ability to do that. So um
Yeah, previous winner at Iowa as well. Um,
yeah, I think that's all it takes, right? Just one good finish when you're down there like that. Pick up some good points like Judd just did, pick up 23 points. You got to think that Judd was what at 37 points leading into this.
Something like that. Yeah.
And, 27, my bad. So yeah, I mean, huge pickup to get up there. So yeah.
Yeah. Um, I think I mentioned it earlier, but 7 different winners through 7 races. Kyle Purcell, Jared, Owen, Austin, Donnelly, Brandon, Dillon. So, I mean, it's apparently Iowa's a wild card track.
What do you think? Think we'll get a new winner, or do you think we'll finally have a two-time winner at Iowa? Because we currently do not have a two-time winner.
I mean, I think like you look at this list of winners and you look at the like people who haven't won there. I think you would probably favor like Jack or myself,
Hmm.
other than the
That's
people who have
exactly
won.
kind of,
So
yep. That's
if he or I can get a win, then that's the 8th. But also like
Mhm.
Dylan and Owen, you would equally favor those guys to win, like just on a straight up kind of pace standpoint. But clearly, this track has proven like straight up pace sometimes doesn't matter at this place. So um,
Yeah. You know
I
who's
mean,
not on this list that would be a different winner? It's Christian. So
yes,
again, pulling for him.
100th start,
Big
home
week.
race. Hopefully he's putting in a lot of practice at this track because yeah, I mean he's on a pretty significant winless streak. I think his last win was season 10 at Bristol. So
Oh
um,
wow. Yep.
if he can put something together, that was in this similar style of car that was in the ARCA car. Um,
Oh,
and if I just look at his average finish here, what is it? His average finish, unfortunately, is 9.3 through 3 races.
yep.
Um,
The interesting stat that I found looking at that number is that out of all the people who have started all the races here, out of all the people with 7 starts, the highest average finish is Donnelly with 7.9.
is
So,
that the best
uh,
the best average finish?
no, not at all. Jared has had 2 starts here, and his average finish is second place.
Right.
Jack's had 1 start here, and his average finish is second place. He who shall not be named, three
Mm.
starts, 2.7, and then Dylan has had 3 starts here and finished third place. So that's the top 4. But when it comes to people who have started a lot of races, Owen, 6 races, he started 6 of the 7, 4.2 average finish. So um, that I would say that's definitely the best one, even though he's 1 start away. Same with Judd. Judd's got 6 starts and he's at an average of 6. So after that, we go down to yourself. You're at 7.8 with 5 starts. So Austin has 6 starts here. I've been to all the races. Nick Sargent has been to every race. He might miss this one, unfortunately.
Oh no.
So yeah,
Yeah. We definitely miss Nick
yeah,
out here. So
I agree.
I mean, he raced last season after he said he was retiring for that for last season.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the situation is, but I hope that all is well. And
Yeah. But
he draws
basically,
back
on
racing
the
soon.
topic of the average finish, like it's a very volatile track. Like no matter how good you are, yeah, just not a whole lot of very good average finishes. I mean, I think
Strategy, late restarts, like
yeah,
all the chaos that could ensue here.
tire
I
tire
this probably
choices.
looks similar to a lot of the stats on our other short tracks.
Yeah,
I can
probably
imagine if
probably.
probably would have everybody has a crazy, just awful average finish.
But yeah, it's the shortest track on our schedule. Um, we've got a good little push here of like 11 races to the finish. No off weeks. We're just rolling right through. So, um, do we want to kind of go over these throwback paint schemes? I mean, we can just kind of quickly talk about some of them.
Yeah, what was your so like we'll just dive into what was your favorite? We had a lot of good ones. Talk about some of your options there and
So I'm just looking through here. I really liked yours. I really liked Judd's with the Dale Earnhardt Jr.
the Battle of the
scheme.
Beers.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, the
I
scheme I
see the
ran,
Bucky's
I'm
name
a
now.
sucker for a yellow and blue race car, so I mean, I'm probably gonna say mine is my favorite. But Jack's was
Yeah.
really cool as well. Um, running the Michael Waltrip scheme, he changed the font basically to make the 6 of his 56 look like a 5 for like 55, which I think that car was actually a 15, but still,
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
yeah, pretty cool. I mean, Donnelly's was sick. The Truex throwback, Aaron or
Oh yeah,
not Aaron's, Christian's Aaron's car looks really good with the gold. Um,
absolutely.
I mean,
I was
that might
I was
take
a
the cake
huge
actually.
fan. I was a huge fan of Cody with the Air Force, the Ryan Newman car. Um,
Oh yeah, I forgot
yeah,
about
big
that
big
one.
fan of that look there.
I think
As
just
well as for
looking
me,
back at
Travis.
this,
Travis in the Dodge Ford. You love it. He got the green on the. Remember the green tape those Dodges
yes,
used to run to be able to, so the spotters could like tell them apart, and the green numbers on the roof.
yeah, that's pretty sick actually.
Got down to the detail there. The what's that? Casey Atwood, I believe.
Yeah, I
Looking
think
good
Jeremy
there. So
Mayfield ran the 19 at some point as well.
yeah, he did. Yeah, I
Um,
think that was the Casey Atwood car, the
okay.
green number. I
I
think.
just looking through these, honestly, I didn't see it on track, but I think Christian's scheme is probably my favorite with the gold. Like that looks crazy.
It looked really good on the track too.
I don't think I saw it on track,
Um,
but I mean that thing looks so good. Jax is really good too
yeah,
with the blue.
yeah.
Um,
Mine's yours for sure.
I think the creativity. I sent him the picture of the number 10 Nesquik car and was like, maybe this one. Like I was just spitballing because we were talking about
yeah,
this a while ago, and he came back like an hour later with this with the Bucky's
that's awesome.
with the beaver, and like I actually said Southwest originally, but he was like, I think Bucky's works better. So this was fully Jack's creation. Like I had zero input with it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So yeah,
I
I
like
mean
it.
I think it's sick. Um, Dylan's was cool too. I don't did did Junior run this scheme with the
It
Hootie and the
wasn't Hootie and the
Blowfish?
Blowfish. It was Three Doors Down.
Okay, gotcha,
Yeah, so he had him take and get rid of Three Doors Down and make it Hootie.
gotcha. Yeah, I mean
Yeah,
that's a cool one too. Um,
yeah,
I spent a lot of time looking at that one. Um, so
yeah. We got some
I
good
enjoyed
shots
that. And
to
then
we got some
obviously
good angles looking at the cars.
Brandon running the test car still. He didn't. I think he was the only one that did not participate in the throwbacks, from what I can tell.
Yeah, I believe Bob Bachris was tweeting earlier that apparently Combs like test car C could be on its way to the track. I
Oh
don't know. That's I
wow,
heard a rumor that I heard. Yeah,
is that right?
this could be the last we see test car B, man. I don't,
Oh,
say a
you know what?
farewell. It's
Austin didn't participate either. He has the Bojangles scheme.
yeah, but that scheme just looks great. It kind of has like a throwback vibe to it. So
Yeah,
you know what? Yeah,
we'll count it.
I'll throw it in there. But yeah, everything's cool. I like the alterations of the sponsors. The like with the Jack did for y'all with the Jack in the Box and the Buckies and the Hootie and the Blowfish thing. Yeah,
Did Jack make
pretty
the
cool
Air
stuff.
Force one too? Because that one looks really cool as
Probably,
well.
probably.
That one
I
probably,
get a kick out of that grid picture where I just looking at Travis's hood with Dodge
yeah, Dodge and
and just
Ford.
a giant Ford nose on it. Like
Yeah. Um, the Air
I'd love
Force
to
one
see it.
probably wouldn't happen in real life. Like I don't think they'd want to change their logo like that, but it looks so
Yeah.
cool. Like
Honestly, also the Air Force logo kind of looks cool in that font. Like it looks like a
yeah,
futuristic Air Force logo,
like in the 90s they're trying to make it seem like 2050 kind of style.
right? It's that Space Force looking stuff. But
Yeah,
yeah, um,
exactly.
yeah. So
Let's see.
always a fun night when people participate with Throwback Weeks. A lot of people participated. We always appreciate that, and see you at the next one there
Yeah, I guess we
next
don't
season.
really have any more special kind of paint scheme nights,
No, I
do
mean,
we? I mean, we got
when
Halloween.
we go to yeah, that's
We're
true. When we
racing
go to
3 days
Charlotte,
before Halloween. Charlotte
when we go to
kind of
Charlotte, you
always
can
is
still
like a
consider it.
patriotic.
Yeah, exactly. You can still consider it. Our
Okay.
our patriotic night. We'll
Yeah, I guess so.
yeah, I'll get that
Maybe
in
we see
motion. Yeah,
some
yeah, I like that.
Halloween stuff at Nashville.
Ooh,
Cause
it's a night race too.
oh yeah, little
Pretty
spooky
cool,
action.
pretty cool. And then we finish up the Tuesday, the week of Thanksgiving, I believe. Or yeah, I
Yeah,
think so.
I think so. Hopefully too many
So that's
people aren't
perfect.
already out of town for that. I guess
Yeah,
what are normal people's like work schedules on Thanksgiving? You just get like Thursday and Friday off, right? Or maybe Wednesday.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, maybe Wednesday, like leave at 2 o'clock on Wednesday
Right.
or something.
Okay.
But
Cool.
um, you know, we'll see. Hopefully, I mean, hopefully people don't have to leave and miss the race. And yeah.
Yeah. Um,
All right.
did we forget anything? We got anything else? This was a
I
tight
think
episode.
it was
Still talked for an
long.
hour.
Good.
Didn't even seem like an
Yeah,
hour.
yeah. We did a good job, man.
Yeah. Cool. Well, yeah. I guess we're not talking about NASCAR that much because the CRS takes up a good amount of time. But I mean,
It's I mean, bracket challenge, baby.
yeah. Maybe after the bracket challenge we can get into sharing more NASCAR
I
takes.
did
But
think Gateway was like a okay race. Like
I hated it.
wasn't yeah,
I
and
hated it.
early on it was a little interesting in the strategy. Like I really liked the track and like
The
especially
track is great.
like when I was watching I guess it was the Xfinity race that I was watching. Like that thing raced so good in those cars. Like those
Yeah.
guys, it was fun. So seeing them kind of struggle with dirty air at shorter tracks flat tracks like that's a little annoying, but I thought it was okay. Uh, and then at the end, it kind of just was like,
I mean,
okay,
my guy won. My guy won, and I hated the race
yeah,
because of
that's
just. I mean,
tough.
yeah, it's just the whole race. I was just like, God, I hate this car. God, I hate this car.
Playoffs
I
are
mean,
in an interesting spot currently.
yeah, uh,
I would say they're. I believe I'm trying to bring it up right now, but I'm trying to think if off the top of my head who's out right now. I believe it's Austin Dillon Bowman. Um,
SVG and Barry.
yeah, I think
Yeah,
yeah, it'd be cool if the internet like worked, but it's not. So
SVG is like
I'm gonna
15
go with
points
that.
down.
Okay, all right, that's
I
what it
just I
is.
just listened to all the podcasts today, so I'm fresh with the
He's
knowledge.
ready. He
Yeah.
knows.
Um. But yeah, it's just hopefully Bristol's not terrible. People are talking about they haven't even tested this tire, and apparently when they went
So
to test it on the machine, Denny was saying that it broke the machine, which is fucking awesome. So,
so also, I believe Jeff Gluck was the one who said it, where he said that um the spring race where the thing was a mayhem, right?
mhm,
The weather was like pretty much exactly the same as what it's supposed to be um on Saturday night. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe it was kind of cool to hear them talk about like because something I never thought about is like or I guess I didn't really think too much about it, but like the fact that you have to like prepare your car for that like not to happen.
yeah,
And then if it does, just adjust. Like you can't just sit there and kind of like assume it does. Because remember in the spring in the practice, everybody was like the tires were going to shit in practice, and everyone's like, "Oh, here we go! Like let's do it." And then we get to the race, and
yeah.
it was just next
Maybe
gen
the most
Bristol again,
boring
right? So
race ever.
yeah, so I really hope that something like that doesn't happen again. I'm already starting to hear people like, "Oh, it's gonna be," the fact that I'm hearing them already talk about it's gonna be cold. Like, wait a minute. And I'm like, okay, all right, don't start
Yeah.
yet.
I mean,
I'm
just
tired
I
of it.
think that's the biggest thing. I'm trying not to get my hopes up. Um,
Yeah.
but on the topic of that, like, think about if you're like think about Josh Berry. I think they know they're not going to go out and win if it's like normal Bristol. So wouldn't you just prepare and like take a car that's going to be okay if the tires do suck?
Yeah.
Like they're not going to go like they're out. They're pretty much out. So your only chance is to like be the only one that sets up your car that way, and then you can just fly on the shitty tires. I
Well, and
would
it was
think.
like in the spring race, it was all just the veterans who were up front. It was like the
Yeah,
top four was like Denny and Brad and
Brad
all the old
Truex, I
guys
think. Yeah,
and yeah and then like Josh Berry and it's just like the guys who are just really good at taking care of tires on those tracks and
yeah,
the veterans of the field. Um, you know, it's interesting looking at the playoffs. I finally got it to load here, and I just want to point out that my SVG to the final four can still happen. I mean, anyone from Bell down essentially gets in a wreck. All of a sudden, now him and Dylan are only separated by 4 points, which he could beat Austin Dillon here.
yeah,
Uh, I don't know if that's actually true, but that's what I'm going to go with. And then guess what? Gains 4 spots on him. Boom. Logano and Elliott get together. Now Austin Dillon and Shane Van Gisbergen are in the next round. Dude, please, I'm Team Chaos because I want this to go away and I want it to be terrible. Uh,
that's
although Team Chaos is sometimes entertaining.
that's
That's
something we could
also
quickly mention here. Is there's been a lot of talk about the playoff format this week, and
yeah.
people are insinuating. I don't know if you see DBC this week
Yes.
with Jordan.
Yeah.
He was heavily insinuating that we could have a I don't know, maybe I'm reading into it too much, but from what I saw, he was basically saying they have decided on a 3-3-4 playoff format. So it's a
I mean
four
that
race
like
final
I would
round
I
with
would dig
Talladega
that
in it,
a lot.
but
Okay, well, mm,
I mean that's to me that's way that I'm fine with that. Like
yeah, I'm fine with
I'm
it.
totally fine with that.
Because look, if
Four
you're gonna, because
races.
is it gonna be the four different kinds of tracks we have? Short track, speedway, road course, super speedway. Like, how are they gonna set that up?
I would think, and this is
Right.
I
So you'd have to
obviously
think Phoenix is in it and Homestead's in it, right?
Yeah,
Like
and so maybe
you can already
then you
write those two in with Dega. What's the third one? Not the fucking Roval.
no, 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 no. I really like road course racing, but I don't think you need it
Dude, make it Charlotte.
in the
Make it
final
Charlotte,
round.
not
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Roval.
yeah.
That's what you gotta do. You gotta have a Charlotte
Charlotte
playoff race.
or Kansas,
Like, dude,
maybe.
Charlotte playoff race, you're guaranteed you're selling out Charlotte twice a year. Like, if you do that,
Oh,
man.
and
Like,
make it a
that's
final round.
a final round playoff race. To have the round go Dega, just like it did with the practice. Let the first round just be what it is, and then give people time to kind of
Yeah,
out. But um, first Dega, and then go Charlotte, Phoenix, Homestead, and there's your final four playoff races.
yeah. I mean,
That's
I'm here
that's
for it.
my yeah. I mean, if that was yeah, I don't know.
The final
It's the only way
four
I would dig it.
the final four races, if they do decide to go with this 3-3-4 thing. Well, here, let's just start from the beginning. The first round would be Darlington, Gateway, Bristol, and then it would be Kansas, Vegas, the Roval, and then your final
Boo.
round would be Phoenix, Talladega, Martinsville, Homestead. I mean,
Damn.
that
Oh,
sounds
I
pretty
forgot about
exciting.
Martinsville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'd have Phoenix, Talladega, Martinsville, Homestead for the final round. I mean, that doesn't sound terrible. Now here's
No,
something
not
though.
at
You
all.
start out with, let's say they start out with 16 drivers. I would think you eliminate 5 in the first two, so then you're down to 6, and that final round is between 6 drivers. Is that too many? I
Um.
think for 4 races that's pretty good.
Yeah. I don't. Because also it kind of lines
I don't
up
know
with if
how
you're
else you
gonna
do
run
it.
you're gonna run a 3 race series, and you're gonna eliminate 3 drivers, not one per race, but you're just gonna eliminate the lowest 3 after the 3, and then do it again, and then yeah, like oh yeah, actually, I'm sorry that has 10 people in the final round. Well, like I really actually haven't thought yet what I would like to be that final four
I
races
think
number.
if you
I think
have
because it's 4 races, you gotta have it be a higher number,
yeah, it can be 4.
more than half.
Yeah. You
Like
want
I think
8
yeah, I think at least half move on.
to the final round?
Yeah, why not? Like,
Like 10 people? 10 people in
no,
the final round?
just no, not 10. That's a lot.
Okay.
I think 6 to 8 is a good
6
number
to
there.
8, yeah.
I think six. I think here's what I think. I think 6 is a good number. I think 8 is what they would do, if that makes
Probably.
sense.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
Well, if you have 6, right?
because
Like
they
think
want
about
the theatrics of
yeah.
more people, obviously.
I think if you do 6, like you will have probably the top 4 of the season in at least.
Oh, absolutely.
And so
I would hope so.
those next two can either be the 5th and 6th best of the season, and that's great, or you can get like some upsets. And then you have like a wild card situation. But see, if you get like the 15th seed of the playoffs, right? And they win, they win into the second round and then they win into the final round. If you have a 4 race round and that person ends up winning, it will be so much more legitimate and like less hated than it is
Yep.
now, right? Like if
I think also get rid of winning you're in when it comes to the rounds in the playoffs.
yeah, I don't
Like,
think they'll do that. I think they'll keep
I
that.
know, but it'd be kind of cool if win and advance. Like, even though I've always been big on like just get rid of it altogether. But like, it'd be kind of a cool twist to the playoffs if that was just now it's just straight up like, okay,
Just
you made it
points.
here. Now you got 4 races to go prove like how good of a team you are and go score some points and maybe win some races.
So like winning you're in to get into the playoffs, but once the playoffs start, it's not winning to
Yes,
advance.
exactly. It doesn't advance you to the next round. The eliminations after the 3 races are the first 3 races are solely based on points. No winning, you're in. And then same with the next round, and then that determines your final.
I
And
think
then
the
those guys
networks really
obviously,
like winning you're in though.
I know, I'm sure everybody does, but it's just kind of
It's a little bit silly.
weird.
I don't
Yeah,
know. I hope that
it's how SVG has a path to the championship.
yeah, exactly. Um I hope next season we see
Still,
this 3-3-4 thing. And
it'd be pretty
if
cool.
I guess right on the eliminating 5 every round and we get to 6 for the final round, I'm gonna be I'm gonna be tooting my own horn quite a bit there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
We'll talk about how it's 8. In a couple months when it gets
eight
announced. So
seems. I agree with you. That does seem like something they would do, but that to me is too
100%.
many for
They want
the
to call
final
it like
round.
Elite Eight's already taken. So mm.
Yeah, I don't
They'll
know
get
what they would
they'll
call
get
it.
like they'll be like the Echo Park 8. I think
Right.
and everyone likes a good little alliteration. They'll get a sponsor in there. The Echo Park 8
Oh,
that go
you
for
know
the
what?
championship.
You know what? They are totally gonna do this next season.
Yeah. Yeah, that's 100%. We can
No,
revisit
because
this
you just said
when I'm
Echo
100%
Park,
right.
and it made me think about SMI. The last 4 races of the season are all NASCAR tracks.
Hmm.
They
Boom.
they probably did that on purpose to give them. Damn, SMI
To
only
give
has 3 playoff races next season. How did they? Has that always been the case?
hmm,
Have I not been paying attention to
I don't
that?
know.
SMI only has 3 of the 10. I feel like they had more at one point. They used to have Texas. They used to have Atlanta in the playoffs, right? Back in the day,
Yeah, that's
before it
true.
was.
Yep. Yeah, I guess this year because if you put once you put like no New Hampshire's owned by them, but once you put like Gateway in there, um,
Yeah, yeah. Next year,
like
New
that's
Hampshire is not a playoff race.
oh yeah, so there's one that comes out. Is Gateway still in the playoffs? I'm
Yeah,
again
it
trying to get
is.
this to load. Okay, there we go.
The only SMI tracks are Bristol, Vegas, and the Roval. And then the final 4 races are Phoenix, Dega, Martinsville, Homestead. Those are all NASCAR tracks.
Interesting.
So they probably would call it the Echo Park 8 to make up for that.
See, we are the Echo Park
Yeah.
8. We're like an F sponsored 4, and they call it like like because obviously Final Four is taken, so we got to come up with something else
Well, right now it's the
to call like the
championship
final.
4.
I mean, I'm talking about the final 4 races, that 4 race stretch. If
Oh,
this comes to life, that final 4, you can't call that as the final 4 races, right? You
right.
gotta find something else. You gotta get like the TGI Fridays 4 or
Right.
some shit.
The
It's
Xfinity
uh,
Fastest 4.
yeah, Capital One 4.
Yeah.
Like then there's 2 numbers and it's confusing. I don't like it, but yeah. All right, we talked a little NASCAR, huh?
A little bit. Yeah, I'm probably
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I think I've
Think we
talked my
covered most
talk.
of it.
Yep.
Iowa next week. We'll be back here to talk about all the matchups and
Yeah, man.
everything else, CRS and NASCAR. So, thank you
Very
guys for
excited.
listening. Tune in next
Yes.
week. We'll catch you then. See ya.
Bye.